Hey guys, Gimmick here, and welcome to episode 8 of the Tea Party podcast. And yeah, as always, we have Arian TV.
Hello, it's Arian.
We have Crazy Randoms.
It is I. I am Crazy Randoms.
And
I was gonna copy.
And Sai.
Best pedo mustache EU.
Brilliant. And Pionic's still in here. He's buggered off on holiday and not taken in with us. Taken in.
He's gone
Spain.
to Margarita land.
Shut up. I know. That's why I changed that straight after. I said took him, then I said taken.
Taking a break. Taking a break.
Taking a
I'm gonna start with apologising for this very bad device sticking out the side of my head, and that's because my Rode podcaster microphone broke because of Arian.
To be genuinely,
wait.
you can't tell the difference over Google Hangouts.
No, you can't. But
I'm not
still,
gonna lie. Like,
no, I'm apologising for why there's been no videos for the past week because I have lost inspiration until I get my new one.
And
that's how it
why I
works.
don't post
Sorry.
videos because I don't really have any motivation.
Meanwhile,
all I do is just mean
subscribe to my
short
channel.
clips.
I'm sure.
yeah,
Daily
active uploads.
Yeah, daily uploads, pretty much. Right.
Been doing that all February, just not on my own channel.
Right then, so pretty much what we're going to be talking about this episode. So if you guys don't like it,
The
then
Wii U.
go yay! Woohoo!
Brand new Wii U. Data
Light
time.
version. Oh, actually no, it's in red. It's in red.
Oh,
So-
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
there's a red.
Please show me some pictures.
There's a red
Yeah.
Mario one coming
Yeah.
out. You know, like
Yeah.
they did with the car. What was the car game?
Cars.
No, Mario Kart. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very
Oh, yeah.
simple to remember.
Yep.
They released the red edition. Well, they've done exactly the same thing with the Wii U, or they're planning to anyway.
Some critics have said it's revolutionising the console genre. So
Yeah.
it's very big news.
Completely
Actually.
outlying any news we have about the PS3 or Xbox 720. So we're just going to
Yeah.
talk about that all night.
Right. Yeah. So, do you like the shade of red they have chosen? Because I personally think it's a
I
bit.
think it should be a little lighter in my opinion, but that's just me. I
You are
like,
still
like,
carrying on with this, aren't
lighter
you?
contrasts.
Just-
and-
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I can't wait for them to release a green version.
I'm really looking forward to the orange to get, because somewhere out there I'd buy an orange one, I'd buy a green one at the same time, have them next to each other, and make my house
Because
look
we
good.
all
Maybe.
have so many Nintendo Wiis that we want to have
Yes.
every version of it. I
Yeah,
have
I
the
have
white
every
one.
colour.
I have the white 8 gig basic version and the 16 gig premium edition, which cost 90 quid more.
Really?
Yeah,
Really, wow.
That's how
But yeah, I
that's
think
how
we should get back on
devoted I am.
topic.
Wow.
Everyone knows that Sony have announced something quite huge. They are releasing limited edition versions of the PS3
Wow,
in red
that's-
and blue.
that's
Well
pretty
done,
awesome.
Sony. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed
Well
with
done,
that.
yeah.
Well done, Sony.
Nice.
That's their biggest announcement of the week.
Yeah, so, in other news.
GG, you can rejoin us now.
I just blanked out, to be honest. It's like, just carry on with what you're talking about because
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So, do you want to discuss the blue color that they used?
look, I'm going to show the guys that I'm going to show the guys on the podcast that there actually is a range of colors. Oh, they can't see it properly. Move it over. There you go. There's actually, I've got a picture of a blue one, a light blue one, a red one, a green one, a goldy yellow one, and a different color red one.
The Wii U.
Oh, we've
Si-
lost him. We've lost him.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll just-
Revolted by the sight of it.
Different colors of
Exactly.
the Wii U, right?
Even though I didn't
That's-
see it, yeah, it was. Yeah. But although, let me say, it was on Deviant Art or whatever, so it's it's custom stuff. It's not.
Yeah, it's custom made and
It's not real.
Little
No.
smart ass.
relevance and.
Anyway,
Right. That makes
now
sense.
Si's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Don't-
I had my daily
Ah.
crash.
I
There
thought
we are.
he didn't realize his mic was muted. I was just gonna say leave it.
If you watch it back, you can see me talk for a little bit and just go. And then realize it was back. Okay.
Right, so.
So did we stop the ongoing joke or?
We
we have,
were
yeah.
going to, yeah, but then you joined and interrupted.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
oh,
Just saying,
sorry.
just saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Two.
okay, so yeah, the PlayStation meeting happened on Wednesday, the 20th of February, if you guys didn't see it. And they talked about some stuff, showed what was in the PS4 as everyone expected. Didn't show a picture of it. We're imagining it's invisible because it looked like it. But we saw the controller.
Probably.
Maybe it's just the controller, I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, let's just talk about that.
Okay, so, size gone.
Oops, no. My PC's playing up. There you go, it's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
Tech
So, yeah.
issues.
It's fine.
Actually, I'll play the role of the guy that doesn't know anything, so the Game Geek has to teach him about.
Did you
what's
even
happened.
watch it?
I didn't watch it, and I've kind of looked up it. Looked up,
Okay,
like,
I've got.
through-
I'm gonna have to admit, I'm not remembering all. Well, I do remember a bit, but I've got this all the stuff in front of me just to make sure that I'm not gonna lie or get confused.
Okay,
About something.
so I haven't really been following up too much. Could you please repeat it and remind me of what happened during that conference?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
basically, okay, go. Sorry, yeah, I was just being funny. Anyway, basically, they showed us the features and basically what they wanted to get out of the PlayStation and where they went for their inspiration. That they went to go and talk to the developers. That's what the developers wanted, and design the console based on that. They basically were saying that, you know, they were learning from previous mistakes where they kind of built a console and then thought about afterwards about how the developers were going to develop for it, so they
Not
made it
really,
as easy as they can to develop for. Apparently all the developers and saying that they're liking it and it's easy to develop for. Talk about all the features, just basically saying that we're listening to what people are telling us and we're trying to, you know, make you guys happy. So this is the basic stuff. But yeah, we saw what was in the PlayStation. Basically, what we expected is actually in it. It's basically a supercharged PC architecture. They've got the x86 CPU, highly enhanced PC GPU. We don't know what the GPU is. They haven't officially said. An 8GB high-speed unified memory and a local storage hard drive. Not SSD because it is a bit too expensive, but I'd like to see a SATA 3 hard drive at the minimal. Minimal. Yeah, it's fun.
What's the use for a SSD on a console where the
It would
majority of
just,
the games we play via a disc?
no, yeah, but it would just make general
though.
menu
It's not-
stuff
it will be the start.
faster. It will have a
Can you?
Blu-ray,
Right. Okay.
I'm
I
pretty
will.
sure.
Like multi,
It
I'm
will
a
have
computer
Blu-ray.
noob.
because of its enhanced multi.
Basically,
multitasking,
yeah, but also-
will preferably like
All the SSD would
This is turning
bring.
too close for
Sorry, all the SSD would bring to the console is make things faster in the UI thing. Because basically, I've got my operating system on an SSD. Basically means that I can boot it, like I can get onto Windows Desktop within a couple of seconds, and all the applications open really fast because all the files can be loaded from the SSD into the RAM really, really quickly. So basically, when you first boot up the PlayStation, it would be able to boot up a lot quicker, and when you try to bring things from the hard drive into the RAM memory, it could do it really fast because the transfer rate is very fast. So,
Basically, all right.
So like 5% of your time on the PlayStation.
but basically, because they said it's a
Sorry,
hard,
no.
because
That's
they,
that's
yeah.
the reason I hate it,
well,
because it doesn't do anything. It takes an
So you
hour
just need
to
to
get
know
the
friends.
disc up.
So-
you just need to know friends and you don't message people.
but they've said
What's the point? You may as well buy an Xbox, if that's your case, or something, or not a next gen console. Because the next gen console are online. If you buy an Xbox, you're a casual gamer, but without playing online.
yeah.
And they're not looking at pleasing the casual gamer.
Which is weird, because that's actually their starting target audience, the casual.
Well,
home gamer,
but basically, they know that, you know, a load of like PlayStation Move titles and things like that isn't going to impress the larger hardcore audience. So they basically wanted to get that conference over because it was only really going to be the hardcore market that were going to be watching that conference. They basically wanted to sell to them and go, look, we are thinking about you guys and putting you guys first rather than
Yeah.
keeping the little
Casual
kids happy.
Exactly. What exactly was that move thing with the puppets?
All that was
It
a
was just
tech
a
demo
concept.
from Media Molecule going, you know, this is the kind of thing we can do.
Them guys are mad.
They are really mad, yeah.
They have not thought about the resuscitation?
Replications. No.
Replication. No,
replication.
one of them words. Look at
No,
it.
you mean basically what's going to come back and bite them?
Yeah, what's gonna come back and stab him in the ass is the fact that look, creativity. No, just like Call of Duty, I have not once seen an emblem that wasn't uniquely designed, brilliantly amazing. I'm going to see.
But can I be fair?
3D porn.
Yeah. Can I be fair
A lot
though?
of
You
3D
can
porn.
create basically what you want in Little Big Planet, but you don't see that very often.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
know,
if you look.
well, yeah, but
So it's
If you
not-
go to
yeah,
the
if you-
dark alleys of Little Big Planet.
yeah, but you have to really look, really look.
Mm.
Well, I'm
So
hoping
honestly,
that this
Rick-
isn't the same story.
It's not
I
on the
really,
most
really
food
hope.
pages though. It's not overflow. I can easily just have a PG experience.
Yeah, but look at the people who have a move. They're all
Yeah.
12-year-old family kids, and then one day they're gonna find this game and they're gonna like,
Wow.
they're gonna make a penis. And it's gonna be the best thing they've ever seen. They're
Listen,
gonna share
but
it with the
isn't-
world.
Isn't
thing
every
is-
controller now a PS Move controller though with that crappy
No.
blue light.
No, that's
No, I thought that's what that did.
that's for identification only. It's not. They said it's not for that. It's basically so
Alright, so-
that say if you like when you got all the 3 controllers there, it's basically for that. So basically they could say like purple controllers connected or something. I don't know. Because you know how the PlayStation Move controllers are all different colors and the balls.
I don't know. I kind of looked away from the light show
Well,
dildo.
the PlayStation, all the PlayStation Move, when you have separate ones connected, they're all got different ball colors, so you can easily identify, one from the other. Well, basically the camera can as well, but yeah, they said it's not a Move thing, so we'll have to wait and see.
All right. So the thing I wanted to say is,
Right. Mhm.
you know that the main target audience for Sony and Microsoft in general is the home-based, just
Yeah,
regular
but-
gamer
Well, these,
stuff.
yeah, but these.
No,
yeah.
let me talk. You guys were talking for the past
Sorry,
hour.
yeah.
Right, so
Sorry, Chair.
that's the target audience, which now they're kind of going away from, going back to the hardcore, more gamers that really want power from their machines and really want to play the game as best as they possibly could. So it's kind of weird in a way that it's different because people now, the hardcore gamers, are going to watch those conferences, going to watch what's going to come, what's maybe going to go into their TV one day. So it's weird to think that they're going to fade away from that regular casual gamer.
They're not though. They're not in the
No, but the
not in the
price range-
slightest.
The
Because
price
if they-
range
Well,
and just the games in general and how
it's actually going to be
well, it
around
is.
$400 to $500, which is still cheap.
Yeah,
which
Pre-cost.
will cause them a loss eventually
Which-
because that's
Oh,
just too cheap.
Yeah, but every
For what's in it.
every
Every
console
console.
maker makes a loss when they first start selling
Yeah.
the console.
Yeah, well, they've got to get it out the door.
Exactly.
The rest is
Mm.
aftermarket stuff and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. But they're not in the slightest moving away from the casual gamer. These
No.
specs are these specs are going to suit them.
Yeah.
They're not going for the basic. Yeah, we want the casual gamer to buy it, but the hardcore people have got to have what they want.
Exactly, yeah. So
And with this system, it's always going to work for them, but it's always going to work for us as well.
it's got to be,
Yeah.
it's got to be a halfway point between the both, really.
Yeah.
Overall. But because at the end of the day, if you narrow it to one target audience, you're going to sell less. If you make it to a wider audience, then you're going to sell more. Like the
That is
Wii,
true.
for instance. It's had a wider target audience. It sold more because families didn't feel like a lot of parents will see the Xbox and think of bedroom. They'll see the Wii though and think of something they have in their living room that they can all openly play. And especially when it comes to things taboo sometimes in some families, like video games. Some parents don't always agree with it and think it's bad for their kids. Some of them do. That when it's kind of downstairs and they can kind of be joined in with it, they can kind of moderate it at the same time. Anyway.
But that's one trick. That's one trick. You can't pull that off twice. That's why the Wii U sales aren't
No, I
as good as
know.
the Wii sales.
No, I know. I'm not
They-
saying
Because
they
the
bought
Wii
in.
U is a Wii.
And
with a
every
new-
parent went, buy a Wii! And then they're like, we're going to play every game. We're going to play this bowling game. We're going to have a... And then after a week,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, I'd rather just play on my laptop than play...
Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
the,
and then
by
every parent went, that's a waste of money.
But by
And then-
having this odd section to the PlayStation that caters for that audience, then you kind of got, you can say the parents could kind of see a reason for buying it because they go, oh, we can play, bowling or whatever on the thing. So by having that section, it kind of then caters to that audience that may be interested in buying it.
I don't know, I think that audience will be a lot more wary of what they buy. considering
Anyway,
the money.
yeah. Anyway, we kind of gone off on a bit of a.
Yeah, we've gone on
on
a bit of a
Kind of-
tangent.
The
So-
thing that's
yeah.
pretty scary actually is social media in general. Is making communication easier and stuff. But then if you implicate that into games and gaming in general, now with the share button, you can just press the button and then your friends can take over on the PS Vita even as well. And it's kind of taking this, having your friend over, playing on split screen, playing together, having.
The share button
on
isn't
close
for
range.
that. The share button isn't for that. The share button doesn't actually allow them
For
to see a screen.
Facebook.
The share button is to share either a clip or whatever you want of that game you're playing and upload it to a social media site, YouTube, whatever.
no.
Okay, well, the feature of
Yeah, I understand what he
Friends
means,
play.
though.
I know the
that,
feature you're on
and
about
then
though.
split-
That's the director feature. It's different from the share button. It's called director
Okay.
because
So,
like your friend, like say if you're
direct-
stuck in a level, your like friend in your friends list could
Oh,
potentially come and view your game session and kind of like say, oh, I know what to do there, go and do this, and they could even drop items into the game on some games to support it and things like that. So
requires a beast internet connection. I guarantee that.
I'm sure.
Fiber
Yeah.
optic for days.
It's the same like you can now that share button allows you to like live stream, but you're gonna need to have internet capabilities of live streaming before you could even think of it. A bit like live streaming from from Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it'll be that difficult because I think most of the problem with live streaming for Call of Duty is that it's not really designed. Like the console isn't designed to be
No.
live streamed from. But so the internet specs will probably go down in order to live stream. But I don't know. Ustream is just going to be flooded with a load of 12-year-olds playing some game with their face camera on.
Yeah.
and,
Well,
like,
you don't
leaving
even
it
know
on
if you
while
can
they go-
do face camera.
Yeah, it was in the bottom corner.
Was it?
Exploit
During the
integrate
live stream
that.
demo.
Oh, was it? I to be
But-
honest, the live stream I was watching cut out so many times. I missed
Yeah,
bits.
I hear
So
that.
They
no,
didn't even put it up in HD. The
Yeah,
highest
it
was
was-
480.
They
do
did.
The best
They
quality
did.
graphics.
They did put it in full HD.
Yeah. No,
Mine had 3 options: 240, 360, 480, and auto.
What were you watching?
No, I had
Mine-
best, which was 720.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
later
we
on,
were
I
on
switched.
it.
Later on, then I switched to the GameSpot one, and that was like that didn't have end. Like a lot of them like had bugs and stuff. That one was like smooth as hell, and I watched the rest of the conference. So I wish I'd just started on GameSpot.
I was
'cause they did a
watching
really
it
good job.
pixely. It's not the point. I'm looking at HD quality here, and I'm seeing pixels.
No, yeah. When I saw HD, it was HD for sure on the stream. But I
Well,
don't
my
know.
internet's rubbish. Wouldn't let
HD.
me.
Maybe it's Ireland. Maybe it's Ireland. Just being like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The Irish version of the
Yeah.
website. Yeah. So yeah, they didn't show us the console, but they showed us the new controller, and the new DualShock 4 controller is what they're naming it. It has a touchpad on the top of the controller. It has the share button, which we've been talking about. It has a headphone jack and a light bar.
Doesn't it have a built-in microphone as well?
Yeah, it has a speaker.
I thought it had a built-in microphone.
I
I know
think
it has a speaker. That's what I saw.
on my specs here, on my thing that I've got lit here, it doesn't say either of those, but it does have a little thing. We could argue it could be either, but we'll see.
It could be like you know the PlayStation, the Xbox 360 when you turn it on, it goes bling from the new one, the Slim. Could be like something from that from your control when you get.
Oh,
a
from
no-
the Wii. The Wii has a speaker inside the controller.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah.
say
Yeah.
tennis like that, and then it's like, whew.
You'll get that little added sound effect.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
personal messages will go to your control rather than your TV.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I
Maybe,
hope that
when you die. Sorry, maybe when you die in Call of Duty, it'll just be like fag every time you die. That's why they implement.
I hope that the port on the bottom of the controller that says a headphone jack. I hope it actually is a 3.5mm headphone jack, and not a headset jack that's on the Xbox. Because a headphone jack, like having a headphone jack, and that would be great because you can just plug in a normal pair of headphones. You don't have to have the wire trailing across the floor onto your TV. That would be amazing. But making it so that you have to buy a headset that supports that thing would be bad.
No, I
Battery life.
hate my Xbox so much because I have a controller hanging out. I have a wire hanging out my controller. Drives me absolutely.
Yeah, but it's
bonkers.
optional then.
Yeah.
If you make it a headset port, you have to have it in there if you're going to use a gaming headset.
Yeah,
if it's
well,
just a
if you want a
headphone
bit of-
port, then you don't have to. You could plug it into TV or you could plug it into the controller. You have the option. But when it's a headset thing, you have to have it plugged into there for the headset to work. So that's why I'm hoping it's a headphone port. Just a headphone port.
What's the battery life going to be on that, though?
Ooh.
I don't know.
What's
Batteries
gonna be like
have got
use,
better though. Don't forget these are like 6 years ago since the original controllers. you
Yeah,
know,
but
so.
like, I don't know. I'm not all.
It's going to be as
That
useless
stuff.
as my iPhone battery.
I think
But,
it goes by pretty well.
No,
Yeah, but hang on, these
I-
controllers has to run less than what an iPhone does, because, you know, iPhone has to do a lot of things. It's its own computer at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, but I'm not happy about the controller in the sense that I'm very bad at raging, and I can say in my time a few controllers have bounced off every wall in this house.
Because you
What?
chuck them.
No way.
Yeah, you
Random
can't blame
raging?
that.
Come
I
on.
can't. No, well, that's the thing. Like, have you seen how much a PS3 controller is now?
Yeah,
59 euro
Euros.
for a new controller. My days, that is expensive.
I bought my
And-
scarf for 80 quid.
Yeah, and imagine like, well, not even in Rage, you accidentally drop it. I doubt it's gonna be super.
It won't, like, I've accidentally
Super
dropped my
robust.
controller from, like, my chair height, and it's not even lightly
No.
damaged, so,
Well,
they are
you got-
quite
you got a
robust.
carpet. You got a carpet.
Yeah, even if I dropped it from,
I
like,
got tiles.
chair height onto a tile, you're not going to break.
Oh, I broke mine. I took off like my PS3 controller rattles because there's like loose bits of plastic hanging around inside the casing. Because I dropped it from the couch to the floor.
Well, yeah, but
It's-
the
you
thing I
wouldn't
like
have
about
this
the
complaint with
controller
the TV remote, would you? Or
My
like a
control-
mouse.
no, well, my controller is a very basic controller. It doesn't have any touch screen and.
Oh, I see what you mean. The touch. Yeah. Oh god.
It's
Imagine
gonna
if
be
the
what's the
touchscreen.
It's not a
Yeah.
touchscreen, it's a touchpad.
Yeah, but
the
imagine if the
touchpad. Either way,
touchpad.
I can tell you what it's for now. It's for accessing the menu. You swipe your finger across.
Yeah,
flat.
what would be also
you
really good
crack-
if... Well, is it me or is... Oh, God. It guys in the podcast, yeah, those guys are crashing on my end. This is great. I am downloading something. I'm going to pause. Oh, my internet's gone completely. Oh, dear. Oh, dear me. Right, my internet's back up, so let me just restart that, guys. Bear with. Enjoy the battlefield screen while you wait. And I should be back.
In cave goes for better control of what you actually want to do if you want to press forward or just backwards. You know?
I agree with everything you said.
I think you're bad at using. I honestly think if a domed controller causes you to like not perform well in a game, you're just bad at using a controller.
No.
No, it does help. It does help. The controller like
Some
sticks.
people
I hate using the dome controllers on an Xbox, so I have to like indent my thumb
Yeah.
in order to aim.
Yeah.
No,
like,
you
press
stick
it
your
in a little
finger in it.
Like
Stick your
when
thumb
I
in it. You don't press
Yeah.
it in.
when I
But
ordered
the
my
dome
when I ordered my scuff, I had dome sticks because they're so much better. These have got dome.
version of the new PS3 4.
I like that because it has the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I like it as well.
Suck it. Deal with one or the other.
A lot of people, right, on Twitter, like on the live stream, complained about the controller when they first saw it, and I was like, "Why change? Like the PlayStation controller stayed it stayed the same for a while. Why massively change something that has actually worked quite well?" You know, I know, they have made some slight changes. It is a little more bulky, and the joysticks are actually apparently slightly further apart, just to make it a little more comfortable. You don't have to reach your thumbs over quite as much. And they've made slight adjustments, but there's no... People are expecting like a massive controller difference. Why massively change something when you can tweak something that actually does already work quite well?
The controller's kind of trademarked.
Exactly. Yes, it
It's
is.
their
That's
signature.
how it looks.
Yes.
It's a PlayStation. That's a PlayStation controller.
Exactly.
You can see from a mile away.
Yeah. So GG and Crazy, as people who've used both the PlayStation and the Xbox, do you prefer the symmetrical or the asymmetrical design?
Makes absolutely no difference. Once you get used to
Yeah,
one or the
exactly.
other, it makes absolutely
Yeah.
no difference. You still
Yeah.
remember your left hand does this and your right
Yeah.
hand does
Yeah,
that.
but
I
It
don't-
doesn't matter where it
Symmetry
is.
seems more logical.
Not really. It's,
No.
My
It-
hands
it
are
is.
designed like you don't see a car with like half a wheel on one side and
No.
a freaking
Well,
triangle on the other, do you?
You don't see
don't-
a steering wheel and then a gear stick, do you? In symmetrical. You
No.
see a gear stick down here
Yeah.
and the steering wheel up here.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Your left hand is then designated higher for your aiming, and your right hand is down lower for your moving about and whatnot. So you could argue the fact that it's better to have them separated
The only-
because you can then split your brain into the higher one makes me move about and the lower one makes me look about.
The only problem I've ever had...
Getting,
Go
Your
on.
brain does that anyway.
yeah, so is
It doesn't make a difference, is what I'm saying.
The only problem I've ever had with any of either controller, I've only ever had a uncomfortable problem with a controller, and it has actually been the Xbox. And there's one particular place now. When I play it for extended periods, I'm gonna bring this down here.
Oh, I know what you mean. This.
At the back here, where my finger is here, just underneath, because obviously I got this on the top this on the top on the trigger. I haven't put this full screen on my hands. Let me just do that. Hello. Right here. When I'm pressing this, obviously, and this is my finger underneath, because it obviously has to spread to the back paddles. Underneath here, I've had like nerves and stuff get trapped, and it's awful. I've been in pain with my finger being here for a long time, and I've never had that on a controller. So that's the only ever discomfort I've ever experienced.
I can
So-
I can disagree with that a million times.
Well,
But,
it depends on the person, though. It depends on the
With
person.
the
Personal
PS3
preference, you
controller,
can't
I
really-
feel like
Yeah, like
I'm gonna sound like very discriminate or whatever. But
Oh
I
no!
feel
Don't
down-
say it! Don't say it!
Don't-
Don't say it!
don't-
Don't say it!
I feel Down syndrome holding a
No,
controller.
no,
I
no.
feel cat-handed while holding that control. You need to have like some either really, really midget hands to fit your hands in comfortably, or awkwardly placed snake faces.
I think you're just holding the controller wrong. Right, I'm
No,
gonna grab mine.
aerodactyls.
Mike.
No, no. Oh,
It needs to be. The Xbox controller fits my hand. I can smooth my hand around it and I can rub it and caress it all day. Whereas the PS3,
What?
I'm holding it with big gaps
No,
all
you're
over
not.
the place.
Look. Ready? This is me holding my PS3 controller completely
Yeah.
gripped round. There is
Yeah.
no gap in my hand.
No.
In my hand.
I agree. Yeah.
If you're doing that, my
Whatsoever.
hands cramp up. Like,
No, I don't get that.
Them being slightly further apart.
No, being fatter. It's fatter. My hand's more open. I'm not constantly gripping like a mo trucker to get a nice feel for the control.
No, I find that more useful. The tighter I'm gripping, the more like adrenaline
No,
rush.
like,
with the other
listen,
finger.
Listen. Okay, do
With
this.
the
Do this. Just do this.
Yeah.
Alright?
yeah,
Just do
and
that.
you just curl your hands.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah.
You
Curl your
can do
hands.
that with a PlayStation controller.
Your
This is
hand
better
looks
at using-
awkward as shit.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
the-
My hang on a minute. Let me count. My two
Your hand looks
fingers.
weird.
Look how smooth. Look how smooth it
Eat
is. It's
that.
just like
My two
Whereas
fingers.
you,
right,
you're
okay.
like this. You're like
No.
this with several different fingers
No,
all
let me
wrapped
say,
around
my
it.
two fingers, these useless, doing nothing. My
Yeah,
middle fingers on the paddles, right, and then my indexy fingers, they're on the triggers, and then my thumbs are on the buttons. This is not
But that's
awkward.
another thing as well. I don't like the fact that I'm constantly.
Oh no,
rotating.
I prefer to use the L1 and R1 than I do to use the triggers on the Xbox. What?
Yeah, okay. As someone who I find it whenever I do play Xbox, it's very difficult to rapid fire because you have to press
No,
that
no,
much
no.
further down.
Listen.
My hand
This-
slips off that controller so much.
Alright, Liz.
Because of the way.
This is my,
No, 'cause they're-
listen. This is my rapid fire technique. I get accused of having a rapid fire controller all the freaking time. It's annoying me. All right, so what I do, I place it because it's so smooth and grippy and stuff. I steady my finger like that, and I just do this. I just do that. It
How
helps
can you
so
aim
much.
like that though? If your hands like
Listen, this you have to still have your thumb here, and I do this, and I kind of. I don't aim. That's the thing. I play zombies, so I
yeah, okay.
move, I aim, and I steady, and then I go okay trigger. But
No,
it
what I'm
does
saying
work
is,
sometimes.
what I'm saying is, if I understand your problem with these like kind of these backwards facing.
Like the PS2 controller, they were flat. They were
Yeah,
flat.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
You
understand
pressed
like
them
they
flat.
kind of your finger naturally goes off. But after a while, I played a lot of Gran Turismo. Instead of pressing down like that, you just put your finger in the middle and press.
Ah, yeah.
But I don't like that.
That'll get. I've done that. I did that technique, and the line where my finger was constantly holding on with a racing game nearly fell off. I swear.
I don't know why people have a problem. Like, I can easily just put my finger and press that and not be a retard and go like this all the time.
No, like if you're doing strenuous
Look.
buttons where you have to constantly do this.
It's just
okay,
easy.
Yeah,
here's
that's the
my
thing. You
argument.
don't have to constantly do this.
No, play
That's
Guitar
why we
Hero.
have these.
Play Guitar Hero with the control.
What?
Guitar Hero with the control.
Who plays Guitar Hero with a controller?
Because the
Yeah.
guitar sucks ass.
No,
Like,
it's the whole point of the game.
Wait,
It doesn't the guitar.
I have to have a hand like this to press buttons.
Oh, you cheat. You cheat.
You actually just use 4
I'm
and then.
left-handed. I'm left-handed.
Oh yeah.
Everything is a lot more difficult when
Just
you're
buy
left-handed.
a left-handed guitar.
Just put on a lefty flip.
It doesn't matter.
No,
My
no,
hand's
no.
still awkwardly coordinated.
Just put it on
My
lefty.
brain
So hang
can't
on a
tell
minute,
my
hang on a
hand.
minute. You just
Yeah.
openly admitted your hands were openly coordinated, but still validated your claim that you have a better controller.
No, I have
This
a better controller. Cause if it works for me, it should work for everyone.
No,
Yes.
no. Yeah,
Look,
okay, but
Wait.
just 'cause you-
Look,
That,
hang on a minute, no.
that's kind of weird. That's kind of shady. If it works for me, it works for everyone.
Right,
Look,
no.
I agree with randoms and his.
If it works, look, like
preference,
you
but
have
I
to
don't-
do this. You have to do this, which gives me my front fingers. These
Guys,
fingers
we are
curved
going
forward.
so off.
Then this is war. We have a war, right?
Can we leave this for like the after show?
It's more
It's okay.
comfortable pressing the back buttons than it is the front buttons.
No, it
this is on
isn't.
about first person shooters now.
Listen, look, okay, your finger goes perfectly up here and right on the front trigger.
I can see how far apart your finger, your middle finger, and your front finger, your index finger. is.
This is
Well, I
annoying
can
and
play like that if
amazing
I
at
really
the
want
same
to.
time.
Look, I like just do this. Do this with your hand.
Everyone try this experiment.
Just-
GG?
just-
GG? Go for
Yeah.
it. Come on.
Just nice and calm, as if you've just put down a drink. Just put down a drink and keep your hand in the shape. The control instantly sits in that spot.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
What can did you pick up? What are you on about? I'm on about a Red
Monster,
Bull
just
can.
like you. Look at that, alright? So, and
No,
then you still have
well-
this.
I picked up a mug.
Like it just fit.
Oh, I
doesn't.
understand that people will be favourable to the system they play on, and that
Yeah.
GG has unplugged his mic. Not GG, Crazy has unplugged his mic and has not realised. And now he's looking, he's going like, oh shit. But no, basically, the ergonomics of a symmetrical controller, I feel, are just naturally going to be better than
Right?
your
Listen, that's what you
asymmetrical
feel,
controller.
and that's what I should
Next
respect.
topic.
It's all personal preference. Let's just end it on this. It's all personal preference. And whatever
Yes,
you like,
exactly.
whatever
That's
you
why
like.
I'm like,
There is
Don't
no
start.
room for
Don't
opinion
start
on
these
this.
wars. They are useless. You don't gain anything with them, and you
Fuck
We get a
maybe
better
lose a few
controller.
friends. You could
The
lose
Wii
a few
controller-
friends.
No,
It's the
we get a
best
better
controller.
we get a better controller next time round. I doubt. If we had not complained about this controller, or you have not complained about this controller, you wouldn't have the little flingy sticks that we're having on the PS4.
Flingy
You wouldn't have the domed, the concave analog sticks. So complaining does do things. It does help.
Well, not
These
against your own
things help.
friends and.
Next topic.
right.
moving on.
Anyway, shut up, everyone, for once. Thank you. And I just reading up while you're doing all that. I was just searching the web for stuff, and I know you guys have probably heard of stuff to do with next gen supporting used games and things like that. I don't know if you heard Sony's official word on it recently.
It's we will let you play used games.
Basically, yeah, they said,
that is
put
the
simply, because consumers wouldn't want them not to, so Sony doesn't want that either. So,
Do you reckon
yeah, they will
Microsoft
support.
has just gone,
Shit.
Shit, quick!
I'm gonna quote Phil
Yeah,
Franco on
I,
this.
if anything, I think
Yeah,
Xbox,
yeah, let's-
Xbox is probably crapping themselves right now.
Oh
after
yeah.
watching that conference.
Well,
Like,
basic.
there's so much innovation that we were not expecting.
Yes, yes.
So much.
Yeah.
So,
And if Xbox doesn't blow my freaking head off with a shotgun, I'm like,
What I really actually like, something that when I heard it, I was like, this is really cool, is that, we're all moving now to the digital download era. The biggest problem with it is games are like, some of the games are like 20 gigs or whatever, let's hypothetically say. And, not all of us has, the internet to do it. So Sony were like, well, we know this, and rather than you sitting there waiting for that whole game to download, you could start playing that game while it's downloading, which is just
yeah,
brilliant.
I was expecting that anyway. And it wouldn't surprise me if Xbox are doing.
Yeah,
something
but I
exactly
just really like it. Can I,
around downloads.
because we went off,
Like uTorrent stream, what?
yeah. Anyway, because we went off one, I just want to go over some of the 5 key principles in crafting PS4 architecture. Basically, the standard stuff they were trying to do. So, the first one was simple, just a button, press away, user friendly. So things like you could put, things are immediate and things like that. And that goes in the setting point. Immediate reduces lag, suspending, resuming games with a single press of a button. You're playing zombies. You're on round 54. Let's say you want to go to sleep and not end the game. You can, rather than keep your console running like all those fans, you can put it in. Yeah, you guys, I don't care. That's fine.
Just go
Um,
and just-
I'm wording it. I can hear everything he said. In a sense.
Anyway, immediate, as I said, reduce lag, suspend, resume. So basically, you're playing zombies. You're on round 54, whatever, and you want to go to sleep. You can put the console into sleep itself, and then at a button press away, you can literally boot the console back up exactly where it was in that game, resume it straight away, and you don't have to actually, leave the console running fully all that time, or lose your game and switch it off, which is cool. Can you guys hear me yet?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, what's up? Sorry, what were you saying? something?
In before the Daily Mail accuses it of starting fires in houses.
It won't. It's like computer going to sleep. It's no different, It saves. It
Your
saves.
computer goes to sleep,
Yeah.
Your laptop goes to sleep. Your
Yeah.
phone goes to
Exactly.
sleep. Every
It
other
saves the state of what the console was in, and then it resumes it. But consoles have never done this before, and it's a really cool feature that's
Yeah. It is.
obviously integrated background processing, digital titles, playable when downloaded. We went over that. Social.
True.
Dedicated always-on video compression and decompression, in-game recording and sharing, browse live game video, friends, social networks, and extend out the console onto your smartphones and things like that. So you can, stay intact with the game when you're on your phone or whatever. If you like that, great. If you don't, then I don't care. Personalization, the system learns your likes, dislikes. Some people really don't like this, but it is still a cool feature nonetheless. Preloaded digital content can be preloaded, so yeah. Basically, personalization stuff is that.
I love how the only bit that actually worked throughout that was the last 2 seconds of it.
Unless it's
Everything
still
else was
talking.
roboted, and then the last 2 seconds were and that's about it.
Well, there we
Word
are.
on the kind of on live demand gaming cloud thing that doesn't work.
Well, the
On
Guy
live
Kai.
tried it.
Last time you were vouching that cloud is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
No. Shh. Don't even misquote me. I said that
Here we
cloud
go.
for syncing is the best thing ever. So the ability to pick up one game from your PS Vita and then play it on your PS4, great. I might even buy a PS Vita because of that. But streaming a game from a cloud surface doesn't work.
If you have good
Graphics.
internet, it does.
Yeah.
But who has good internet? The
And
average
it's running
internet
off
speed is 14 megabytes per second. I
Yeah.
have that, and it was crap.
We're also looking at future.
Yeah, this is gonna last a while. Exactly. Yeah, and you know, everyone's asking for them to support previous generations, right? And this is
No.
what.
No.
Not everyone. All right, there are people asking them to go. Why haven't you got backwards compatibility? There are people, right? So it's basically Sony's was saying, well, we can't put it in the console because it is very, very costly, as people don't seem to realize these days. And when you're competing with other competitors, you know, that's why they had to drop it at the PS3. So by doing this, it's kind of an in-between thing going, yes, you can, and we'll make it so that, you know, you can easily access a load of games, but it's going to have to be over the network rather than having your console actually play the game itself. So...
Is his face also frozen? When you
Yeah, it does.
No, I'm fine. I can reply straight to and screw you guys. And I forgot completely what he said.
Stuff you, Si.
I'm sorry, I was too
yeah.
big-headed
Sorry,
over the
what?
internet.
No,
Basically,
yeah.
I was saying that, you know, they can't support the actual console running those games, so they've kind of done an in-between thing. I'm going to give up.
You were talking about backwards compatibility. Now, in my opinion, right, okay, there is a magical device that you already own that can play your PS3 games. It's called
No,
a PS3.
no. Listen, what happens when you put a DVD in a Blu-ray player?
Yeah,
Is
okay,
it DVD quality or is it slightly higher? What happens when you plug your old PS2 into your HD TV, which doesn't even have that connection anymore, and you like, the fuck, this looks horrible. And then you plug it into your Xbox backwards compatible one, and you're like, the graphics are slightly more livable now. They're still
But-
shit because they're back to their old game.
The games are made for the PS3, not for the PS4. So they're gonna run on a bad quality anyway.
I
So it
didn't
doesn't.
buy a SNES game and went, the fuck, why isn't this working with my Wii U? Like, where does this madness end?
Well,
Do
no,
not
like,
expect
no,
backwards
I don't
compatibility.
expect a PS2 to work with the PS4. Not in a million years. I expect the last gen console to run. It saves me some money when I go and buy the same version of the game.
It would be impossible for Sony to do it, especially because the differences between the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, because there's such a difference.
they're different
in
architecture, yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's gonna be
But
completely impossible. To emulate it would take absolutely 99% of its power to do so.
have you heard the good news? There are rumors that if you plug you slide your little PS3 disc in, it reads it, and then it streams the game at some point in the future. Now, I'm against streaming, but that seems like a good idea. So I plug in Gran Turismo 5 to the PS3, and then it goes, this is a PS3 game, better search our library, pulls Gran Turismo 5, it's like, there you go, start playing. If that happens...
Not too sure.
Nah.
if that I heard rumors...
I mean, then I could go to my friends with a few games and say, hey, play this on this, and then download it. That's
no,
it.
but it'd probably be linked to your account. as long as
Yeah,
you
but
create it.
Yeah,
well, a
everything-
game could be played on. Oh well, wait. Nah, never mind. Just screw it.
So, Gaming Geek, what's your next topic to go on to?
Oh, I'm picking pips out my mouth.
Okay, quick
Oh, and
question.
how are you doing that?
Quick question. At this point in time, would you buy a PS4?
Yes.
Yeah. Mainly,
Oh,
Mainly
Brandon, you're muted again.
haha, good. Mainly because we've only seen at the minute we've only seen like, you know, the the basics of what they've got to offer. You know they're holding so much back because they've still got so many conferences and E3 and things like that. So what we've seen already, which is only a little, is pretty impressive, and I was pretty pleased. And I think there's definitely more to come, and definitely when we see what comes from more of their prestigious developers and things like that. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I want to see what.
Through.
Well, sorry, what?
I wouldn't be surprised if Sony threw everything they had at the wall right now, because literally Xbox and their financial situation has Sony's balls tightly up against the wall. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've thrown the best stuff at us at this stage to get us more excited about it, and then they're going to release things that work with them concepts.
So, I think the other thing, I reckon they put every single penny that they own into this console. Because look, Bungie used to be a Microsoft, now they're making a game for the PlayStation.
Yeah, well, it's multi-console though. It's going to be multi-console.
Yeah, I know, but they've moved.
Meanwhile, Microsoft are like suing their asses.
Yeah, but like Blizzard used to be PC. Now, even though it's only Diablo 3, they're still bringing something to the.
And I think, to be honest, right, everyone's disappointed, but I think this is just Blizzard testing the water first, and then testing.
No, it's not working.
What's up?
You can test as many times as you want, but it's still.
No. Basically, testing the water first, and if this goes well and people take it on, and anyway, if it goes well, then they may go, yeah, this may be something we can invest more in the future. They're not gonna, because how much it takes much more money to develop a new IP for the console than it would take to just port something over and change it for now. So I think it's a big step for them, considering they're on PC for so many years and don't do console games. I don't know that. I don't necessarily agree with, but.
Give me freaking StarCraft 2. I'll play that for days.
PC gamers, Diablo is one a big hit on the.
Yeah, it is. Really.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 is it?
Yeah, Diablo 3, like, a lot of people stop playing it quite quickly.
It's still a thing.
That's it. If Diablo came to a console where it's guaranteed to work no matter how, the reason you're limited because your PC shit.
Yeah.
But Diablo 3 on the PS3 is gonna work regardless of whatever setup you have, because it's the same PS3 and PS4, because it's gonna be on both.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I do see.
I'll buy it. If there's a bundle where it's like Diablo 3 and let's say like Modern Warfare.
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs actually. I'd buy that bundle and I'd give it a go, but I just wish they'd have bought another game over. Like even World of Warcraft, right? Okay, don't shoot me down for this. That could work well on a console.
No.
Let me. You don't have to have the massive world. That's the one problem with MMOs and console. Yeah. You don't have to have the entire world generated at once. You only have to have your area generated at once. And then
but then it's gonna get boring very easily.
Then you'll have Minecraft problem, whereas you need a supercomputer to run it because.
No. What I'm saying
is area generation is so much harder than rendering. Going, there's the whole map. Walk around. Whereas Minecraft renders your area as you walk in it.
But no, Minecraft has to. The rendering isn't Minecraft's problem. It's going, oh crap, what's the seed? The seed is 24443.
Yeah, exactly.
What block goes exactly here? What block goes here? You wouldn't have to do that with a MMO, with a map. You just have to go, oh, pull entity 4, put it there.
Yeah, but it's still the same concept. It's a lot more detail rushing into one area as you walk into it. Unless you're expecting loading screens. You ever played Fable? I don't know if you've ever played Fable, because but the amount, the game is 99% walking about. No, 98% walking about. 1% talking to people. No, sorry, I've missed that.
No, that's
98% loading screens. 1% walking and 1% talking. Nothing else.
Or just like, okay, maybe it's just kind of a bias opinion. Transit on Black Ops that has a fog, just so it renders when you walk, and it's so annoying. The fog is, so it's just
The map is whole rendered.
No, it's rendering as you walk. Therefore, the fog is there. The fog is there to kind of pre-render it and then have a preview for you. But once you're there, it gets detailed and stuff.
Have you not seen people like get downed and there's like a host migration, then the fog disappears, and they just look into the oblivion. There's nothing there.
No, it's just
after a certain point.
There was a fog glitch where you can disable the fog in theater mode, like when you turn on the power on. Then on that specific moment, no fog is everywhere, so the fog is just gone, and they patched that for.
I mean, trying to be pretty without fog. Yeah. So back to the next gen of console.
Yeah.
Wii U,
So basically, like the goals of Sony has written here, they wanted nothing to come between the platform and the player. They want you, if you want to get to your game, you would need to get to your game with the least amount of time spent possible. Yeah, you booting up the console, you get into your game. They want to try and minimize everything from these instant boot into game and things like that. Great. They wanted to a system architecture that supports consumer experience, and they wanted to hear from developers because at the end of the day, that's what really hit them hard. Was the developers were saying, "Sorry guys, we don't want to do it because it's too much effort for us to do." The Xbox over there, we can, it's like a PC and we can easily do it, and that's why they won a lot of battles. Really, apart from Microsoft showing them a lot of money. So yeah, those are the basic core things they try to get across, and they got that across quite well. I don't have much more really to talk about it apart from obviously the games, and what was coming in, and obviously, I really like the look of Killzone Shadowfall. Just saying,
That's amazing.
it looked absolutely brilliant. Like that's graphically awed me.
Did you see? No, something. Killzone 3, like a lot of people, a lot of Xbox, I can't remember who watched the video. Maybe Woody. They were talking about Killzone. They were like, look at the dust and look at that. But that's something that's in Killzone 3. Killzone 3 is a very beautiful game. The thing I found astounding with Killzone 4 or whatever they called it was just
It's Killzone Shadowfall.
Yeah, like the way in which the characters move, the way in which the
Yeah.
environment worked. I found that more impressive than I did the actual graphics behind it, because Killzone 3 is a beautiful game. Killzone 3 is one of the best because it's a game designed for PlayStation. And like a game designed for an Xbox will look amazing if it's just there. Like,
No.
I will look. But like, look at our flagship games. Arguably the best looking games for console.
No, I'm on about Xbox.
Uncharted.
Xbox looks shit.
Yeah, but
They're
Uncharted, okay, can be argued as one of the best looking games.
On console.
That is on console, of course, and that is built primarily for the PS3. That's why I think the cell processor was good. Only
and Naughty Dog, because if you look at the development from Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3. Naughty Dogs themselves said that it was dark days when we first started creating Uncharted 1. They said those days were awful. We're not looking forward to the next gen. Mainly this was ages ago before we even knew of what the next gen was. We're not looking forward to the next gen simply because of the dark days that we went through just to get everything sorted for the PlayStation 3. So I bet when they found out about it, the PS4 and what was actually in it, they took a sigh of relief. They're like, phew, we'd have to go through all that again, because if you look at the graphical changes between the three, especially 1 and 2, it was huge because they were still learning it, and it was so hard for them to really max it out.
And then Uncharted 3 just looks amazing.
Oh, blow me away.
Yeah.
But it disappointed in so many people. It was one of the worst games ever.
I honestly reckon.
No, I don't think so.
Think of a good third game in any series which has been good recently.
Fable 3.
Resistance 3. No. Yeah, Resistance 3.
Call of Duty 3.
Shut up.
No, it's all about COD 4.
Yeah, but the whole fandom behind a new IP comes out, so I'm gonna call my game Google Chrome Sucks 1. That comes out. People play the game, and then they think of what the characters will be doing after the game. They think of this, and then the second one comes out, and they can expand on that story. Yeah, but they get slightly disappointed. And then by the time the third one comes out, they're like, right, I'm bored of this story. It's not because I have the attention span of a 5-year-old with ADHD on acid. It's because the game company's not doing what they. No, you just don't have an attention span to be able to take part in a story that spans more than 20 minutes.
I got another one. Dead Space 3.
9.
Dead Space 3.
Have you played Dead Space 3?
No, I've been watching. I've watched them all. I've never played them all. I haven't played one, but watching. I have played one actually. Sorry, I played one. It's brilliant.
Like one as in.
Dead Space 1.
Okay.
And I missed 2. I don't even know what the story is in 2. But then I watched 3, and 3 is like wow.
They've changed the game. They've changed the way the game works. It
Same
used to be a horror.
Characters, same core.
Yeah, no. But it
theme.
used to be a horror, and it used to be all stealth and horrible, scary. Now it's an action, and it's all over here.
No, it is all stills.
Well, did you
But you can't run around and be a fool.
did you guys see Xbox Ahoy do his playthrough of it?
That was good.
Yeah, that was funny.
Nope.
No, but just the things he said, it was one of those where he did a half-hour way. Basically, it was the highlights kind of thing. But just some of the stuff comments he said was quite good.
He did actually get scared, but that's
Oh yeah, not much
you
though.
don't even notice because because he goes, "Oh, that's a cheap scare." That's him being scared.
Yeah.
That's Xbox Ahoy.
Yeah.
It's just like he's got a pint of ale in one hand and the controller doing backward 360, smoking a cigar. That's what he's doing. He did get slightly jumpy, but in the sense of Xbox Ahoy got, yeah, Ahoy Xbox. If you haven't seen it. Not
Yeah.
his main channel.
You should
No.
go to the show,
But no,
It's really good.
They have changed the game mechanics in the way them games work. You can, I see so many people complaining about it, but people have said it's kept the series fresh. Try like
But
you
then
have to
again-
do that with a single player game
Why are we playing COD 9?
because it's a multiplayer. Because a
Yeah, that's
multiplayer
the only
always
reason.
has the edge on a single player game. Because
Right.
I can run into a group of people who are Irish and crazy, and I beat them in 1v7 one day.
I
And then the
wasn't
next
involved.
day, I can be doing 360 spins, hitting a cross map headshot, and then the next I can be dropping 3 orbital,
But-
3 low
So
stars.
okay,
in one
okay,
month.
another.
We're all bored as shit as it. It's just because there's nothing in the competitive edge that's like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I was bored with it within 2 weeks of it coming
I
out.
actually
Like,
still love the game.
I've seen
I
it.
like it. I like it.
can
I don't
still
mind
play
it.
hours
I
on
have a
it.
goal. Cypress Diamond.
Oh, that's cute.
That ballista. I fucking hate
That's
that.
cute. I just got them. I got them today.
Oh, how's the shotguns work?
And, like a multiplayer game has like goals and achievements, something that keeps you going in the game. Like you always want to reach that, you always want to get that. A single player game where you complete it, you're done. That's it. But apart from these big open world games where you can go back and really
Like, most popular
work
single
at
player
it.
games-
Okay,
yeah
Guitar
for some
Hero,
for some
Guitar
people.
Hero. What?
But-
Guitar Hero was a unique
and,
concept.
yeah.
It was unique, and it is past 3-5 World Tour. It has all these different.
There is no Guitar Hero anymore though.
spin-offs and-
No,
Yeah.
Activision
Kind
done
of
that.
realised
Yeah.
there's nothing more they can do with it.
You got DJ Hero. Played that
Well,
game.
DJ Hero's not a thing anymore either.
Stupid.
DJ Hero's
Shut
not a
up.
thing anymore either.
Shut
It
up.
was stupid and it was
Fucking-
gone. Like what? It must have sold at least a quarter of what Guitar Hero did. Even
Yeah, but
Band
the
Hero
music
got more
was
than that.
great.
It was good mixes,
Yeah,
but
then I
I
just
love
download
World
the
Tour.
music.
I love the songs on World
Yeah,
Tour.
but I
It's
just
so
like
awesome.
pretending I'm a DJ. I know I'm not
Wacka,
doing
wacka.
anything. I'm pressing
Push a
buttons.
button. Wacka, wacka.
I know I'm not
Push a
making
button.
the
What-
tracks fade in and out with the BPM
Yeah.
being matched. I know I'm not doing all this, but
Yeah,
it feels
do you know
like
what
it.
it was? You know what it was? It was Guitar Hero ran out of ideas. I know. Let's.
Oh, it
yeah,
wasn't.
but it was made by a different company completely.
It was a different
Was it?
game.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Huh.
It was like the rhythm-based thing. You're gonna say the Audio Surf, the PC game where you go "Whoa," the music is the same as Guitar Hero. No,
No.
no, exactly. This is the thing. It's the same genre, but it's just a relatively new genre that we've had, except for them dancey tap tap.
Well, you could say
All
rock
them
band.
games.
But still, Activision got away with, went away with it, got rid of it.
Yeah, they did screw you, Activision.
Yeah, well, they got rid of a lot of good things, but there we go.
Yeah, they were like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Screw
That's,
that.
yeah.
There's a game called True Crime that I remember playing, and that was going to be a new one coming out, and they were like, nah, do you know what? Get rid of that. I'm disappointed.
Has anyone rumors that the Xbox won't be ready for Christmas? Now, if
I think
it
we'll see
isn't-
snippets of it at Eurogamer, actually.
Yeah, but if the Xbox isn't ready for Christmas, Activision are in trouble. Because
Yes.
imagine this, okay? You've got PS4, 16 times the memory, much better processor, much better graphics, capability for 1080p 60 frames per second, and it's shut up, Arian. And then you
No,
have an
I'm not-
Xbox,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like you want to bring your DLC out on your next game, but you bring it out and then you're showcasing everyone. Look at our DLC in 720p 60 frames per second when you could be showing them 1080p,
Yeah.
better graphics. Like
Yeah, but hang on. Yeah, but then if neither console will be out when the next Call of Duty comes out anyway.
it will.
Oh, I've seen.
PlayStation. There'll be a PS4 version of Modern Warfare 4.
No, they won't.
There will be.
I
They
don't.
cannot do that. They cannot do that. They cannot develop the same game across cross generation. Not
Oh, no, but
gonna
if they
happen.
know when the game's coming out, they would.
Well, it's called
Well,
the
yeah,
PS4 is out for Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Call of Duty
And
is out for November.
And
that is
even
correct.
rumored that in Europe it won't
Yeah.
be out until after Christmas. There's rumours that
They
it's
did say
in.
coming. They
Yeah,
PlayStation
yeah, but that was in
coming
a- yeah,
holiday season.
Yeah, they just said coming holiday season, and that
Yeah,
was
but
in an
it's-
American conference. They didn't say,
Next.
they didn't. There had been heavily rumours before then. They haven't denied these rumours. There's not, because you can't get a console to every single location in the world on the same day,
No, but it's usually within a few weeks. Or a few.
and
days.
those few weeks may push it into January.
I don't know. I would be very doubting. Like it's going to come out in Japan first because
Yeah.
that's Sony, and
Yeah.
then NA, EU, Australia, Asia. I reckon it'll all come out same time, except for Japan will get it like 12 weeks early because they're Japan.
I've seen something very amazingly weird today. I was browsing on a popular threads site called 4chan. Don't talk about that. All right. And shut up. And I saw a picture which is now on screen. It's about a leaked picture of maybe COD 10. You guys can see it. I'll send them.
No, it's
picture
fake.
now.
It's fake.
Fake,
Fake.
God,
Fake.
fake.
Still, that people are creating these things right now. Kind of weird because it's too early in the game.
It's
Right
not
now.
though. That's the thing. Black Ops 2 propaganda started coming out like in last year, like the same year the last game was out.
I don't even want to play another title with the words
I
Modern
genuinely
Warfare
don't. I hope.
in it.
I hope
No.
Oh, it's COD
RPGs
10. COD 10.
I don't want it to be Modern Warfare. I didn't want it to be Modern Warfare. They're done with that series.
Did you fix your internet, really?
Yeah,
My
like,
internet's
they were done
fine.
They were done at 3.
Shut up,
they were
it
done at
is.
3.
They were.
The
They were.
problem
They
is
said
they've got
they were
nowhere to
done
go.
at-
They've
No,
got
they
nowhere
said they
to
were
go.
done at 2.
They said it was, but it said it was the end. Like this was the finale to the story.
So,
They said that at the end of 2 as well.
yeah.
Did they?
No, but listen.
And then they went, no wait, here's
Logic.
no wait, here's the cleanup operation.
You should stop trusting the Russians.
There was a
is
popular
the moral
YouTuber
to
that
this
brought up
story.
this. I don't know which one, honestly, and he brought up this thing about saying, yeah, it's Modern Warfare. If it's called Modern Warfare 4, that's pretty stupid because you already have a Call of Duty 4
Team Up.
Modern Warfare. Team Martin, yeah.
No,
So,
that's
I
something
don't
different
know.
though.
That's-
It wasn't COD 4, it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
like,
but
it
now
wasn't
what they
COD
don't realise
4.
is
it's not.
We
for the
just
casual
call it God
gamers,
4.
yeah, casual gamers don't call it God 4. They call it Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, no,
They know it
actually,
by it.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
Because it was never
I've
Call of
had
Duty
someone
Modern
say that to me before,
Warfare.
though.
No,
I
it
have,
was
genuinely.
Call- it-
I've
it
had
was
someone
Call of Duty
accident.
4. It was the big
Yeah, I know,
solo
I know, I've
last year, so never mind.
I've had someone though to me like, have you seen this? This Call of Duty Modern. Have you seen this Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4? I was like, that doesn't exist. Do you mean Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? No, I mean Modern Warfare 4. I was like, you sure now?
Don't be
Ru-
trolling
Well,
me.
listen,
Look
how
at
do you
the
say-
case. Yeah.
Have you played COD 4 yet, or have you played
Mon- do you-
COD MW1 or COD MW? No, you don't say that. You say
Have you played COD 4?
MW. Have you played? You don't say that. Have you played COD 4? Is it?
Yeah. COD 4 it is. As everyone says, COD 4.
Okay, Aaron, screw you and your 4chan.
Oh, you titter. Move away. Move away, you titter. I don't know. I visit everything.
Was that Reddit,
9Gag.
was it?
That
Yes, it was
the-
Reddit.
That was the worst impression of a Reddit logo.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that. I could easily see what it was.
I frequent everything. I frequent Reddit, 4chan, I frequent 9Gag even sometimes. I'm all around it. No,
What's wrong
I
with you then,
less.
Aaron?
9Gag less. 9Gag
You've
less.
got no life.
Yeah. Yes, but that's already
You-
established, so
if
it
you
doesn't really.
if you really sit and read 4chan and Reddit, you really got nothing better to do.
4chan
Anyway,
most of the time,
before
yeah.
we insult half of our projected audience,
In before.
My opinion.
Respawn Entertainment, old Infinity Ward guys, were meant to be releasing a game now. They were meant to have a game out now. They
Mhm.
announced it like a year ago. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, we'll have a project coming soon. Do you reckon they got wind of a new gen of console and thought, no, bugger off, we're not even going to try a game for the PS4, Xbox 360. We're going to put all of our development into a next-gen console game. So I reckon that's what they've done.
No.
Why haven't they released anything? They said there would be a release March 2013.
Maybe there's been a funding issue. Maybe there's been a funding
That's what I
issue.
was just about to say, funding.
They're with EA.
Doesn't matter.
You know
If
what
EA,
EA have been losing money lately. A lot of it.
all EA
They've dropped They've dropped some franchises because they've been losing money.
If it was
So-
anything like Call of Duty, EA would have just went, yeah, you're just trying to make Call of Duty.
Yeah, but no, that's what they did with Medal of Honor.
FIFA. That's bad.
But Medal of Honor is a long-running title, longer than
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But they've made it
Yeah.
into what they attempted to make a COD killer with it.
I played
and
Medal.
everyone's like,
I played Medal of Honor on the Wii. Yeah, laugh. And and I got stuck in one mission because I was about, I think, 13 at the time. I got stuck in a mission. Screw this game. Never played again. And that's what I did. Never played it again.
There's one there was one of the Medal of Honor. I can't remember which one it was, and it was like right at the end. There's like this last mission, and it was the freaking hardest mission I'd ever come up. There's like you're supposed to escape from this bunker, and there's loads of guys coming from all angles, and it's like, how the fuck do you get out? If you go this way, you get killed. Go this way, you get killed. Go this way, you get killed. You were trapped. But yeah, it was like the game was like
Which game?
one of the Medal of Honors. I can't even remember which one.
Alright, okay.
It was the end level, and it was just them just basically going, how fucking hard can we make a game?
I hate when games get difficult, but they don't make it more difficult. They just literally make it impossible.
Yeah.
Like when your difficulty scale is how much health the enemies have, you're doing it wrong.
Difficulty scale. I don't
Like
know.
an easy game shouldn't be that all the enemies like die when you blow wind on them and you've got the health of like a juggernog on zombies. It should be like
There's less of them, or
the intelligence of the AI.
yeah.
The way in which, like, instead
They're not always stood in the same spot.
Yeah,
They move
exactly.
around.
Like,
They get
if
more
you-
cleverer.
like
Cleverer.
it's what annoyed me with Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops. I tried to get top of the leaderboard in Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops for a bit. I was really close. I was like top 100 on one of the missions on Veteran that came out with the DLC, and I played it first on easy because that's what you do. You get used to it. And I thought, oh, this is easy. You know, there's 7 helis coming in this way. I've got to take them out, and I've got to do this. And then my mind went, so if I do it on Veteran, there'll be like 21 helis coming this way. There'll be more. But no, it was just exactly the same, just they had more health.
Mhm.
I was just like,
And you had less.
and I had yeah.
Just
I
like,
it annoyed me. It annoyed me
just
a
like
lot.
zombies. It's an easy or original. Well, easy is they walk slower. That's it. You don't get more points.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they bothered with that. Like, seriously, if you
No.
like zombies, the whole thing behind zombie, it is easy to learn zombies.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, if I want to
Just
just
keep
fool
on
about,
playing.
Yeah.
if I just want to fool about and do the Easter egg, I'll stick it on easy because it's easier.
You can't do
Well
it
done.
on
how
easy.
difficult is it to get a crawler? Just
Oh no, like crawlers are boring as crap.
Yeah, I
You know
don't
what-
like crawlers. When it was like, hey, can you keep crawling? What did you say? Shoot, shoot. What?
I'm
This is what I do.
couldn't hear you, internet.
Yeah, sorry, it's a kind of a lag of 10,000 milliseconds. What?
But yes.
Yeah, that's.
So difficulty scales are bad. Back to next gen console.
Yeah, we've covered pretty much everything that they talked about. The new driving game looks really cool.
I haven't seen it.
Haven't you? The Drive Club. It looks really cool. It's a really interesting way that it puts you like it's a first person kind of view, and you could see how you could walk around the car, and the detail they put into the freaking car was amazing. And they seem to be taking less time than Gran Turismo. The guys at Gran Turismo take just to like say, you know. It looks really cool, so I mean, we can see more of that. New Infamous game is always good, and the rest of them are more like let's say different type of games, like the puzzle game, The Witness, which is like a puzzle game, and Knack, which is like this Smash style hack and smash game thing.
To be honest, I am more excited about Watch Dogs than I am Grand.
that game.
Watchdog looks amazing. Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Such a good game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna laugh at GTA.
Douchebag main character. He killed a cop and then he let a criminal who tried to like blow someone's brains out run away. Douchebag. What's the word? Protagonist. He's like, oh look, there's a cop driving at me. Let's just. Bang.
Why? Okay,
And then,
so
it didn't kill him.
It could have killed him.
And he didn't let him get away. He beat him to crap anyway.
Yeah. You just held a gun up your like wife's head.
He's
or
a
whatever the
vigilante.
backstory was.
He's a
I don't give a
vigilante.
If I have his ability to like bring out my iPhone and just hack into anything, I'd just beat the crap out of him.
Other mobile devices are available in the game.
there's an app for that, right?
Someone needs to make a Watchdog parody. That would be funny.
So
But,
yeah, alright, just yeah.
what I don't like about the new IP from the indie guys is they pretty much just went, "Who's our most famous indie developer?" And everyone went, "Notch." And they went, "No, we can't have Notch." Who's the second most famous indie developer? They're like, the people behind Braid. They're like, okay, let's make him make a game. That was my thought process when I saw from the creators of Braid.
Alright.
Oh, you got the second most famous indie developer you could think of, because the other one is getting pampered by Microsoft.
Yeah.
And you were just like, hey, look at our indiness, and everyone's like, Minecraft will look a little bit cooler.
Nah.
They were like, oh, look at the pretty colours. It's like indie games. You should not be using indie games.
Did he
as a
say
way of
what was it?
marketing.
25 hours. Is this the one you're on about? The game.
I don't know what the hell it was called. I just saw Braid, and I thought,
The game by Braid is. Let me have a quick look. The Witness, which is a puzzle game, from Braid Development. Yeah, The Witness, which is like this, loads of puzzles game.
Sorry, I am not gonna pick 25 hours of different puzzles. Which when he showed me the trailer, they were all the exact same puzzle.
Portal.
yeah.
And he said, with every puzzle is unique and in a different way challenging. No, you've done what every puzzle game does. You've gave me the easy puzzle first, and then the exact same puzzle, a little bit harder, and then a little bit harder, then a little bit harder.
Man, have you played Portal?
Yes.
Portal's awesome.
Yeah, it is a good
Portal's
game.
got
It's
its-
very good, and it's a puzzle game, so.
Yeah. Like, people had a go at Portal for the gameplay length, but I completed the game in 4 hours on my first run through, then I went on my Mac and completed it in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, well,
But
I'm
the thing
angry
is-
with the community about Portal. They've
Yeah.
just ruined number 2.
Because, like, number 2, I like number 2, because by the time I got bored of one gameplay mechanic, they're like, bang! White stuff that you can portal onto. I was like, oh, I'm bored of this. Bang! Blue stuff. I'm bored of this. Let's beat the crap. Let's beat the game. You know everything now. We have nothing more
Well,
to
you see
add.
what they did? You know, in the first one, puzzles were confusing as shite, and it made you a bit dizzy.
Yeah.
There was so many complaints about that all the next puzzles were pretty linear. Like,
Yeah,
whereas,
but you
whereas
have
the
to- you
first
have
one, I loved that mechanic of where you'd bump and you do this like sideways 360 through the air, and you'd end up here. Like, that was good about it. I loved that aspect of
You
it.
still have momentum in this game. I think the thing is, Portal 1 had no boundaries. Portal 1 was literally Valve going, make it hit. And then the devs were like, okay. And then that just blew up. And then when it comes to Portal 2, they were like, oh no, we have to make something a little bit more mainstream.
Yeah.
Did you
And-
a sigh of him? I think he wants to change topic.
I didn't make a sigh, did I?
You did a very big one, actually.
Uh,
The screen changed. To
it-
because of your
it-
sigh.
Shut up.
No, it wasn't for that at all. Like, I wasn't. I swear.
And you sound like an auto-tuned version of yourself, which
Yeah,
is just
boring.
amusing.
I'm looking at some news stuff. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's what you always do.
Yeah, you
You're the
always
news
do.
guy.
You're our producer. You just give
Yeah.
us news and we ramble on
Yep.
about it for ages.
Yeah, and then you're just like, here's the news, deal with it, I'm gonna go.
But what are we
Guys,
what are
in
we
10 minutes.
expecting Xbox to do?
Well,
What are we
the
expecting
industry expects Microsoft's response to the PS4 in April. Just basically what the industry are expecting is that Microsoft, in a few weeks' time, are gonna try and take the limelight away from Sony and go, look, hello, we've got stuff over here, and take all the excitement, because they don't want the excitement to keep building and building and building. They want to interrupt that excitement and go, hey, look at this, and try and pull it away from Sony, because that's what they need to do.
That's why they should
I
have
think
released a
Microsoft is
video.
actually gonna do that, though.
They should have released a video on the 21st. That's what I would have done if I was Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a nice little press conference. Here we go, Halo.
Yeah.
Drop the bitch.
That's what I would have done.
My
I'd have done.
Yeah,
I'd
go
have
on.
done an Infinity Ward.
That's
on
what
Treyarch.
you'd have done. That's what you would have done. But I'm
Yeah, but,
sorry, the
I
people
don't
at
want-
Microsoft have no brains.
Yeah, but it's what the Infinity Ward guys did to Treyarch. COD 5, they released their final trailer for the DLC, and then the Modern Warfare 2
They
people
ma-
like Modern Warfare 2 trailer the same day.
They may be doing something like their own event, like PlayStation did, because there's an update on computer and video games saying that Microsoft partner, I don't even know how to say this, UseTex, UsTex, maybe that's, which has worked on the platform holder on previous media briefings, such as the E3 2012 press conference, has registered the domain xboxevent.com, sorry. So yeah. Yeah. xboxevent.com, sorry.
Activision-
But Microsoft, of course, have declined to comment on its next-gen plans ever since rumors began 2 years ago. So
See, this is the exact moment when someone needs to go, maybe we are.
yeah,
Because they're not getting any news. All
No.
the news they're getting are just, what are you gonna do, Microsoft?
yeah.
Look at you.
Or concept designs and things like that. But
Yeah,
nothing's
right,
leaked.
but-
Like everything's a lot of leaked about PlayStation. Even like PlayStation like executives going, basically giving banter to Microsoft and things like that. But meanwhile, like Microsoft, like there's like tumbleweed just blowing.
They're not riling, because as much as this console war, because it will be a console war, it's gonna
It always is, 'cause there's a war. Anytime there's fanboys involved, there's a war.
Yeah, but this is when both Microsoft and Sony should be riling the troops.
Yeah.
They
I
should be
wonder
there,
how
like
many people
arming
committed
them.
suicide last night at Nintendo.
Oh, and
Um,
Nintendo. Did you see Nintendo's tweet? The head tweeted on 21st of February. The tweet simply said, "So nothing at all of any relevance happened yesterday in the video gaming industry."
Really? Is that what he had to say?
I'll get
Wow.
the exact tweet. I'll get the
Yeah.
exact.
That's him really trying to think to himself, holy shit.
Oh, they're gonna find this
But-
funny, lads.
The thing is, Microsoft need to do at least something. At least say they got a conference, because the most excitement that came in PlayStation's favor was them saying that they're going to do a conference. Like the conference itself didn't give. Can you guys hear me? But I don't know.
No, not at all. Carry on talking, man.
Yeah.
The guys got what I said on this video. I don't know if there were you guys.
Your internet just has a sensor. It's like, oh, he's saying something important.
Can you guys not hear me now?
I'm half expecting
we can.
You can. All I was saying was that like not now.
No, carry on, fingers crossed.
Microsoft, yeah. Right, I'm talking.
Yeah, go.
Most of the excitement that came towards PlayStation in their favor was from the announcement that they were going to do an event. It came more than actually when they actually announced everything. So what Xbox really need to do is do the same kind of thing so that people are getting hyped up about it, because that's where most of the hype came about. Because oh my god, they're doing a conference. Oh my god, they're doing a conference. That's where most of it came from.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
I mean, a month before, that's what PlayStation did. That's good.
A month before what?
They hyped it a month before.
Yes, yeah, about a month
when would you
before.
expect something like that? I mean, there are a few gaming like expos that's like that. You have E3, Eurogamer, which I'm going. Yay. Yeah, we're all going. By the way, maybe.
I'm hoping I can. Yeah, if I can get out of uni to go.
You will. You're doing a production course.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're doing that easy stuff, are you?
Get out. Just get out.
I don't even know what production
it-
course is. That's the funny.
Is it the media study?
No, it's not media studies. It's not media studies.
Okay.
It's like it's television
Yeah, carry on,
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going so well right now. Yeah. So, are they going to release it at an expo, or are they going to make an event themselves?
I think they will make their own events. To be honest, I think like things like E3 and stuff aren't now as they're just not as good as they used to be. Let's put it this way. And with their own events, they can do what they want. They can have their own big space, choose where they want to have the event, invite who they want to invite to the event, and they've got their own freedom. When you go to E3, it's like, well, you've got this stage, do what you can with it, and most of the guests and stuff that will be there were people that are paid to go to the expo and things like that. So. Yeah, it's and also when it's their own event, all the hype because they choose a time when nothing else is going on, like PlayStation did. It was the only thing that's going on in that month, so all the excitement is going on around there.
Giving the cure for cancer. That's how what you're saying is right now, and your internet is screwing you over.
The British Tea Party Podcast, episode 8, the laggy version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the robot.
But two versions on. If you want
I'm-
to see the laggy version, go to Iron's channel.
For the guys that are watching on the video, I'm just gonna change my
You're the hangout.
Wi-Fi
Flex.
router.
There you go. Anyway,
I'm just
So,
gonna
it's
change
actually,
briefly.
I think something would be very funny if Microsoft put out an event and then announce all these cool products and new things.
Then actually
and-
showed their console.
No, listen, and then. Oh.
blasphemy.
It's a box, for God's sake. It's just a box. Like that looks like a console.
Looks is everything. If it
Yeah.
fits nicely underneath my TV, then lovely.
If it's good for the living room and it's fitting,
Funny thing.
fancy, and GG online.
Guys, can you hear me fine?
PS4 announcement boosted Nintendo stocks.
Did it?
Yeah, they went up. How does that even work?
People say, "Oh, the PlayStation's just that. I'm gonna get a Wii U."
No, they're just like, I'm gonna have to wait till Christmas. I'm gonna buy Wii U.
Oh,
That didn't work. The thing you just tried to improve your internet, it didn't work.
No, I know I didn't.
You just
Oh, God's sake, I hate my life. No.
that is actually
Yeah.
right.
Check yourself at 100,000. That will work. No, it won't. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, because an AIDS sufferer is gonna be like, "Oh, thank you, Arian. You just solved my problem."
Damn.
All right, I
Why
can't
didn't I
find
think
it.
of
A
that?
12-year-old AIDS sufferer. That's someone else. That's something else.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm disappointed in Microsoft because I don't want to buy the PS4 because I like Sony. I want to buy the best console that I can possibly get when it comes out. And right now, Microsoft should be like pimping out their side, dropping like leaks on like PC Gamer, where they like get someone else to write an article and be like, "Oh, send you leaked that."
Accidental tweets.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
How it
And-
looks.
And there should be like a document lost on a train somewhere, which is like, which just dramatically pimps out the. It's like, 400 gig of RAM. Just like completely over the top trims out their console.
Guys, can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
I hope they don't turn it into like a Windows 8 style device. I really hope, because I hate Windows 8.
It's going to be.
That's what I'm not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to it.
It is. I'm sorry. It is going to be Windows 8. They did it. They've already done it to the Xbox. The blister design.
I don't like, yeah, and I don't even like it. I don't like the current design, to be fair. I don't like it.
Even Hotmail is looking more Windows 8.
Yes, I hate
No, not Hotmail. Bing. It's like everything's.
Oh, Hotmail as well.
everything-
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're moving it to Outlook, aren't they? You know, use Outlook instead.
Even the new
Web Outlook.
the new YouTube layout that is on some people's channels. That is very, very Windows 8 looking.
Kind of.
Even though that's not under Microsoft's control.
No, it's not. But everyone's accustoming to the PC you're using.
Yeah.
It has to all fit and look nice. You can't have an application that's a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Problem, Mac. Sorry, what?
How many people use them?
A lot. The Mac growth over the past year or two. The Mac has actually grown the past couple of years. Windows PC has gone down in sales.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Everyone still has a PC, not a Mac.
Right.
But a lot of people, awful lot of people have a Mac.
A lot of people more have a Mac, which is good. Even I have a Mac. Sorry, hack. What can I call it?
Hackintosh.
Yeah, I can call it. It is a Hackintosh, but it's not Mac, is it?
It's a pack. It's a pack.
Yeah.
PC and Mac.
You don't call a Mac a Macintosh. You call it Mac. So what can I call a Hackintosh?
A hack.
Yeah, well that's.
I haven't had. What?
Right, I can't find the tweet from the head of Nintendo, but it was literally like nothing happened yesterday of any importance. That's what the tweet said.
Kind
It
of
was
a
quite
meltdown.
funny.
You Sony.
It's got like, they're like, oh, you've stolen our idea about the Wii U. Nintendo like come out and like, oh yeah, we got an idea. There's the console and there's the controller. Use them together. And Sony was just like, we can do that. There's the PS4 and there's the Vita. And Nintendo went, ah.
Well, it's been that way for so long, though. That's what it's always done.
But they're taking it further now. They're taking it further with the PlayStation 4, where it's gonna connect even more. I don't give a damn if you guys can't hear me, because everyone else on my channel can. Yeah, that's all I care about. And yeah, so things and stuff. I could say anything I want about these guys.
No, you back anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
I already did. I already did. So I just.
Crazy as a twat. And the rest will cut, and then it'll be Arian's a douchebag, and the rest will cut.
But yeah, like Nintendo have just a habit of just
Sci-fi is a
feeding.
pedophile beard.
What?
No, you got-
All I'm gonna say is like this. We're gonna have to start wrapping this up soon.
No, it won't.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, Nintendo's current thing has been come up with a relatively good idea, execute it poorly, and just get like completely owned by Sony and Microsoft. They just like turn up, look, motion sensor, and Microsoft and Sony just go, yeah, we can do that. We can integrate that into our systems we've already made, and then they come out with this thing, and Nintendo's like, ah,
Well, to be honest, they already did that with the icon from the PS2.
tablets with your
Yes,
console,
that's
and then everyone
brilliant.
went, yeah, we can do that as well. Because I bet you right now that the Ultrabook will be compatible with the Xbox 720. Money on the line.
Oh, nah.
Money on the line. Money on the line. I will like money on the line.
You mean like the tablet stuff, Windows tablets?
Yeah, Windows tablets and all that.
You said the
They
alt.
already are.
Okay, well, Xbox Smart Glasses.
They already are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but,
But
no,
they're not
to a
playable.
greater extent. To a greater
Oh.
extent.
Well,
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Money on the line. Like seriously, Arian, right there. I'll do a
It's
lap dance for you.
Microsoft are trying to like make this.
Honestly.
Microsoft are trying to make this massive world where like everything talks to each other.
Yeah.
Pedophile, what?
So yeah, they are. They're trying to bring the Xbox into the Windows world.
Which isn't going to work. They did that with Hotmail. It didn't work.
Oh, that's a lot.
Remember Hotmail used to be like relatively good, and
Micro-
they like integrated it with
And they
everything.
turned
Mi-
it into Facebook.
Microsoft are
Like, link
peeing
it with Facebook.
Microsoft are
Just link it with that.
peeing me off like month by month. They're doing something like every so often. It's just making me go even more like until the point where I just go screw you and I'm going.
Yeah, let's take
Screw
off
you,
the
hello, Apple.
trademark thing that's been with us since '95. That every single person knows.
You're gonna say the toolbar.
Move the start button.
Yeah, start bar.
The best
Literally.
invention of life
Yeah.
itself. Let's remove that and put it on a little slab on our desktop.
Yeah,
that
'cause-
you don't know how to get rid
Yeah,
of.
and also, yeah, every time I want to freaking open a program, I've got to lose everything else that's on my desktop and be presented by this tile of images and go, I want that one.
Slide my page a couple of times.
And that Windows was all about like making it an open for everyone. And they've got to make their application specifically support this Metro style thing. And starting now, it's probably gonna have to start going through their app store pretty soon. They'll start going, no, you can't install things. Got to go through the app store.
It's the hardest bit of thing I've ever worked. I work with computers. I fix them for a living. Thank the Lord that I have only received one Windows 8 machine.
They start moving everything around, like.
To figure out how to
You,
get
yeah,
to the desktop.
yeah. You got like they move everything around. Like you know where everything is now. And they go, we're gonna play like moving things around games. So you go, I want to go and do this, which would normally take 10 seconds, and you're there 12 hours later, still trying to find
If
the
I
settings
Google
button.
How to shut down my machine? You got a problem. You got a serious problem if
Hey,
Google the.
I ran like the early dev version thing, and I just gave up. I was like, screw this, I'm going back to Windows 7.
I
agree.
I could not find the control panel.
No,
Not.
I
It took
when you
me
find it, let me know.
find it. I didn't
When you find it, let
I
me
never
know.
found it. I gave up before I even looked for it. I needed to connect to a network, and I couldn't find my control panel. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
What I love
you go on in panic mode. What the fuck?
Yes, I'm
Whenever-
panicking. I'm trying to set up my newly brilliant PC with this
Um,
new operating system that's made up
and I
blow
bet-
my mind.
And I bet you
Yeah.
they've lost a lot of customers that have actually gone over to Mac because Macs are simpler to use. For the older, let's say the older generation that don't like the older generation, they've just got used to Windows and things like that, the way it has been, and they throw it all out the window. And fuck you guys.
I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna have to fix your internet, buddy. Drive to my house and we'll do the show from here or something.
That's
It's
so
that
weird.
cider you're drinking. You're not actually roboting.
Yeah. Just go. Yeah, we're okay. But no, they seem to have taken the word friendly out of user friendliness.
Yeah.
They've just completely don't actually try and work out. That's just
Every
user.
single person I have ever met that is slightly serious about PCs comes into my shop and they're like, "What operating system does it have?" And I go, 7. They go, "Oh, thank fuck."
Yeah.
They're literally like, nobody can stand it.
They've done this again. They've gone XP. Yeah. Vista. No. 7. Yeah. 8.
That's the
no.
trend. It's the same with the
Yeah.
iPhone. It's exactly the same.
Alright,
with the
so just a random question that I had in my mind for
Did
a
a
while
crazy
now.
random question.
It might be. So, how many days can you go without technology and not counting crazy randoms because it's for living?
Yeah, it's his job.
Or without internet, how many days could you go?
I've gone. Went to a cottage with my grandparents. No electricity, and I went about a week.
The rest
Yeah.
of my life, I could go the rest of my life without ever touching a PC.
But the thing is, I don't see a problem
Ever
with
again.
technology. Like,
No,
okay,
but
let me.
People right now are just consumed by this
Yeah, but it's good.
cloud of technology, and every
good.
time you walk out of your
Fucking
walk out of
great.
the door,
I love
yeah,
that.
iPhone to look at, and if a chair, your PC desktop, your Xbox.
To be fair, like I don't like when I'm if you can hear me fine, guys, I'm checking. I'll check. I'll keep checking.
So overpowering. You shut everyone up when
Yeah,
you talk.
thank you.
Like,
Well,
to be fair,
yeah,
Shut
whenever I start speaking,
yeah.
I had to turn you down a little bit on the hangover level it even.
Anyway, when I go on and when I go outside, and I'm not like one of these guys that like are constantly like messaging, tweeting someone. I'm like I have my emails will go off like so I can keep up to date. If someone's like commented on my videos or something I need to check out, my phone will go off and I'll have an email and I can go and check it in my own time. But I'm not constantly refreshing my Twitter, posting like, oh my god, I'm on the tube. Oh my god, I'm doing this. Oh my god, I'm doing that. Take a photo. Oh look, it's a cat. You know, I'm not doing that. But yeah, but a lot of people do that. So, you know, even though I'm surrounded by it all the time, when I come home, I'm on my PC. But when I go out and do that and then come back and then, you know, do what I need to do on my PC.
Me and Gigi have a very lucky thing. We live in Wales. We don't have very good mobile internet.
Hey, I have 3G, like, around my school, around here. So, stuff you.
You have 3G in Wales. Right,
Yeah.
screw it. I'm moving to the undisclosed locale in which you live in,
Yeah.
which I know and will not say.
Yeah.
on this
And I'm with
podcast.
O2, by the way.
No,
Other networks are available.
Your actual address.
I can say where I live. I live in Lannigan. Try and spell that on Google.
Sorry.
Ballot.
Sorry.
Aalsmeer. Wait.
A friend of mine, he openly says where he lives because he's like, "Where do you live?" And he's like, "Landby Angle Talachlin."
Whereas Swansea's not exactly different.
No. I've had people struggle with my town. I'm not going to say it just in case, but I've had people struggle with my town.
You struggle with your own internet. That's your problem. But yeah, I see. Okay, I was at an event, and I won't say what it was because it makes me sound very old. But it was an old person's sport. It wasn't golf.
Bowls.
Yeah, bowls.
So I'm there with my grandparents because I'm a lovely little grandchild and I do things with my grandparents. And I'm there on my phone, and some old lady comes up who looks like a deformed version of Yoda. She walks up to me and she goes, "Oh, kids these days always around their technology." And bear in mind, I'm 17. I'm no longer a kid. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just doing some work." She's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you texting your girlfriend?" Sore wounds. Are you are you like, "Oh, are you talking to your friends? Are you on them Facebooks?" I'm like, "Actually, I'm doing my homework," and turned my phone round and I had my schoolwork open. That was my favourite thing ever. And then look at her face, she's like, "Oh, how does that work?" And then I explained to her, I was like, "Actually, all of my schoolwork is saved on my magical Google account, and I can access it wherever I am."
Google
so right now,
Another reason why cloud is obviously brilliant.
yes, you said it was crap 20 minutes ago.
You said it was crap 20 minutes ago.
Both of you, shut up. You clearly don't know what you're on about.
But yeah, technology is good. It's just been very misused. Like Instagram, I want to like do a delete for that thing, mainly because people are so obsessed.
It's simple.
Yeah, no, but no,
Don't go on it.
an entire delete because it's so bad when an app changes their terms and conditions, which means they can openly go out and sell your crap without having to pay you a penny, and people still go, "Yeah, okay, I'll still take pictures of my McDonald's fries."
So what? So what? It didn't cost me anything.
No. And also, to be fair, they've got to pay the hosting charges to host all your crappy photos of signs that you've added vintage things and think it looks cool.
I'm driving, and all of a sudden I see me in a picture of me and my cat having a cutch. I'm just looking up there. And
Well, don't post it on the internet. At the end of the day, like you're giving these people, you're sending these people your photos. If you don't want it on a billboard, don't put it on the internet.
Because okay, imagine right now you're driving along, and all of a sudden on the radio station you hear this. It's the same concept.
No. But this, I have.
Put me on the radio. I'd love it.
Yeah, it's exact. Yeah, but no one paid you anything. It's exactly.
I don't give a shit.
I
don't do anything in life for money.
Yeah. On a side note, I've there's a gaming radio station on the web which I've applied to be a presenter on.
Okay, but you
Frag Radio. Yeah.
Genuinely, would you not be annoyed if no one had even consulted you?
Yeah, but YouTube's different because it is your personal content you're putting on your personal channel. And in the terms and conditions, it doesn't say that they can do that openly. But on Instagrams, it says they can. So you know.
If YouTube were to make you sign a new terms and conditions, which means we can openly sell your content, I would hope to God YouTube wouldn't exist the next day.
To be actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind. I would be quite like touched that someone had thought my content was good enough to put up on on there.
No, but I've made like 3 videos that took lots of time to edit, and one of them's called Modern Warfare 3 is Sexy. Go check it out. I would be pissed if someone stole that.
Well, you are a money whore.
No, I'm not. I just have a validation for my time. When I put my time into something...
You want the money someone else could...
But also, I'm sorry. People do not put the same amount of effort into taking a photo on Instagram that they do making the video on YouTube. It is completely... Well, some people. I'm not going to say everyone. Some people literally do just take 5-second videos on their iPhone.
Scary game.
And then that's it, yeah. Yeah.
That's still even obvious. That
Right, I'll just go get myself DDoSed. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Look, I hate it, like, because I don't. Instagram people are content creators in the same way that YouTube people are content creators. Not debatable. I hate that these.
Find another host.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but like, there's someone who lives in my area.
Twitpic it.
Yeah,
Or
but
whatever.
the same community around Twitpic. There needs to be
Not
another
Twit.
app
Well, Twitter has its own picture thing, and you just have people follow you.
I don't know. I'm ashamed.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm ashamed of Instagram for what they do.
I'm not ashamed of it because I don't use it.
Yeah, but Facebook bought them out. Okay, why isn't Facebook doing this with your private pictures?
Because that is different. That is actually different because it's on your personal, private. You know, that would set a whole
Instagram's
different
public.
privacy.
Instagram-
Exactly. That's
Instagram-
what whole.
Public.
They all got
Default,
different.
Public. By default, your Facebook.
Yeah, we
is
could
public.
change that.
And if your Facebook is public, then all of your friends' Facebook that you comment on is also public, even if
No, it
theirs
isn't.
are.
No, it isn't. 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 No, it isn't.
Look it up.
You can
There
hide
was
things.
No, it isn't.
yesterday.
My ex-girlfriend deleted me, and because my mum posted a comment on her page, I can't see the comment that my mum posted.
Oh, see, well, you'd think that was a problem, but actually, I deleted someone who, let's not go into it, and I still see them pop up. I blocked them, I still see them pop up in my
That
Facebook.
isn't possible.
Well, you're doing something wrong.
I
You're,
probably am.
you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You haven't
Which
blocked
Cool
me.
fact.
Facebook is locked down ever since that girl got.
Yeah.
It is being
Yeah.
so tightly secured around the neck. That
It's
you
so yeah.
anything. Add too many people you do not know, then you get suspended for a couple of weeks.
They're paying anyone who applies in America $10 because they change their privacy settings without asking. They're doing that right now.
That's
They-
in America.
Yeah, but it's
America.
It's the America. Internet. But it just really annoys me. And do you want to know a cool fact? If two people block each other on Facebook, very difficult to get round. Me and my friend, we were messing about, and I was like, "Oh, someone just blocked me," and he was like, "What happens if we block each other?" And I was like, "I don't know."
What? What happens?
We
You can't unblock.
We couldn't unblock each other until they added the feature that you can unblock people from your settings. We're just there like,
Okay.
bollocks.
You two have your own separate Facebook accounts just so you can.
We're literally, we're there at Minecon 2012, and I was like, I think they've added the feature now. He was like, okay, we'll do it when we get home. And we did it, but
And they did it, guys. They did it.
But yeah, it was a problem because I had a Minecraft server with him, and I always needed to be in contact with him, and it'd be like, I know he's on Facebook. Skype. Yeah, but now is Skype always on because when you.
'Cause he's
okay,
gay, no, I'm joking.
No. Anyone that has a Minecraft server or has had a Minecraft server, which is relatively popular. I'm not saying mine was popular, but at our peak we had like 30 active.
I'm not saying it's popular, but we had like 30 people at any time.
I just got Skype
More
spammed.
YouTube videos.
I got Skype spammed. I got so much Skype spam, it's unreal. I've had to change how my Skype looks so that people don't recognize me when I come online. Because I don't know. Yeah, because it always used to be hey maker hey -light.net, and now it's Psy.
DDoS.
What?
Yeah, good point. Someone can DDoS.
Just giving out his
Don't DDoS me. My IP is 192.47.
192.168.1.1.
Mine's
Sounds like-
192 dot fuck off.
No,
Spell that
that
in
isn't even your IP. That's
That's your router configuration.
Yeah, that is. I know I was joking.
okay.
Clearly. Because mine isn't 192 dot fuck off.
Just has anyone DDoS their own school? I want
I have.
stories that people do.
I have.
don't want to do this.
Yes.
I
Yes.
I have
did it,
no idea.
last
like,
week. It was so
Really?
funny. Honestly, I was in my classroom. We have a 30 upload in my school, so I use the school internet to DDoS schools. So that's really contradicting, but oh well. So I DDoS them with a popular DDoS program, which I will not name right now. I just looked up their
Woody's gonna be after you,
IP.
you know that.
High five. So
Who are you high fiving? Because I'm not being part of this.
No, I am hugely against DDoSing. I never actually DDoSed my
No,
school
it's just-
using a DDoSing program. I did something that replicated a DDoS.
Sending
without even
data over Wi-Fi. Yeah, sending data over network. It doesn't. Alright, so you go to speed
Anyway.
test. It shows your IP, or you can go to what's my IP.
Here's a tutorial. PKA is live tonight for us, by the way.
Is it actually live?
Yes, it is live. Yes.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
god.
If
go
it
on,
goes
Aaron.
down, I'm gonna
You
punch
can't.
someone in the face.
No,
And
no.
it's
I
gonna
was.
be you.
I was there. You're there. Listen. You're there. And this is not going live until Monday. So shut up.
Yeah. Like you're just admitting to it now before the show.
No, I know how
Okay,
how
carry
it's
on.
done.
Just
I've
tell us the
only-
story. I want to know how the story ends.
Alright, so there
Let me get my popcorn.
I'm in a school which is kind of under my level right now. It's a lower education.
Get on my
than
level.
I'm used to.
Get on my level.
Yeah, exactly. It's a BTEC.
Oh, hey, there's nothing wrong with B-Tex. Get out of here. Get out of here. You
Yeah, level 4.
big-headed.
Business on a B-Tech. What are you on about?
Yeah, I'm doing business, B-Tech.
Yay. Alright, so there are these girls like, oh yeah, social media and stuff, and always on their smartphone with their school internet and laptops and Facebook and all that stuff, and Spotify and all that. And then I pressed just do it, firing my laser. That's what it's called. And suddenly the whole class just went quiet. Just everyone. It was so funny because everyone's like, yeah, talk with each other, yeah. And then you just faded away to nothing. Like, yeah.
What? I have to talk to people?
At the eye contact. What is this? This is OP.
Hell?
What you mean? You mean I can see other people's
That's
eyes?
so 2011. What? So yeah,
You
and
do that in school. Nice.
yeah.
I want to do that.
and-
I'm friends with our technician in school. He,
Yeah, same.
Yeah. The
My
practically
friend
what?
slept with one of our technicians.
Please tell me either she was.
Only happens in Ireland.
Yeah.
I was in England at the time.
I thought you were, but
All
yeah.
parties were female.
Both of them. No.
Don't do that to me.
That's a fantasy we all want. Two nerd girls that are very hot and sexy.
Go back.
Oh,
But
wait, that's
yeah, we're friends with our technician. And one day we had new internet installed. The whole county did, and we could get on YouTube, and it was amazing. We loved it. And then like a month later, they blocked it, and he was like, "Oh, shame, we can't." We were like, "Do you reckon you can get us YouTube back?" And he was like, "I'll see." Then we got an email around saying, "We have a new proxy server. You can get on YouTube." So we use that and have uploaded over 12 gig of data. We're just using it as our upload machine right now.
that's good.
But yeah,
My school won't do that.
my
They're still working on Google Chrome at the minute, trying to get that in the school.
My DDoSing story is someone came on my Minecraft server once and tried to threaten to hack us while neither of the owners were there, but I was on my second account. So I'm sat there just on my second account. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're hacking into the server right now. I'm using the IP tracer and we're in their control panel." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure you are, buddy."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, of course I am." And I was like, "Be right back." Logged in on my owner account, and the guy disconnected and he left. And so I went on his server, and he was like, "Oh, I just hacked your server, lol, 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 lol." So I was like, "Oh, that's cute." And went back on my server. There was like 30 people online. I was like, any of you know how to DOS people?" And they were like, yeah, we'll give it a go. So I just posted his IP, which I traced from his client, and I don't know what happened, but I can imagine he got DOSed because that's how awesome people are. But like people like that deserve to be DOSed. I'm sorry. If you pretend
well.
to hack into someone, try and
Can
get
I-
people-
Yeah.
That's the Xbox.
Can I just can I just throw you guys like a random fact?
Yeah, go on.
Apparently, Nintendo owned a chain of sex hotels in the 1950s and 60s.
I unfortunately know that.
Well, I've been to one of them. It was like a room of Pac-Man.
I also know that they own the rights to a certain parody pool, just so that it could never ever be posted again.
I just quit life. I just quit life with that news. What is that all about? Sex hotels by Nintendo?
Yeah, you didn't.
50s and
even
60s.
How excited are you now?
I don't know, because I can just imagine be like,
No, it's just Mario and the Princess porn. It's just like Mario and Princess porn, like 24/7 on the TV.
You gotta remember what they look like.
it's great because Mario's already a plumber. He can walk in to fix the plumbing. Mario comes in. "Hey, Mario!" No, that's a bit like Mickey Mouse. And Princess Peach is there just like, "Oh, Mario." Anyway, before we get
This show
in,
just got PG, eh?
yeah, so before we get in, should we wrap this up?
Yeah, okay, yeah. We have almost. It's probably not far off 2 hours now, so yeah, we went on for a while. But yeah, let's wrap this thing up. This has basically been the PlayStation 4 edition of the podcast, even though we did talk about a lot of random crap as well. But it was worth it. I don't care if you guys can't hear me, because I'm guessing you might not be able to. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. Subscribe to all of our channels, as always. You know all their links and stuff. YouTube.com/all that stuff. Subscribe to Crazy Randoms. Anyone on my channel, go and subscribe to him. YouTube.com/Crazy Randoms. Add an extra Z on, in case you weren't thinking. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast. As always, drink tea or any other beverage that you want to consume, and game on.